He's gonna go heal. We're not really able to heal up as well as he is. But that's what you get. Yeah, predictable. Okay, hey there guys, welcome. So today we're going to be doing a budget kit on the Wizard, and I was thinking about a budget kit which might be good for Wizard. It's going to be a BATTLEMAGE kind of thing. Now, it's going to be kind of similar to Bonk, however not exactly, there are going to be some differences. So the perks we're going to be taking today, first of all, Staff Mastery is just 100% needed, we will be taking that. We will also be taking Quick Chant as well, just because the extra cast speed is just always nice. Now, this is where you have a few options. I think that I'm going to go with Arcane Mastery because I really like having the cast speed time reduction on invisibility, and also possibly Magic Missiles if we do take Magic Missiles. I'm not 100% sure if we will take Magic Missiles yet or not. And then the last option you have quite a lot of flexibility with. You could go for, if you just want straight damage, you could go for Mana Surge. If you want a bit more cast speed, you could go Sage. I suppose you could situationally go Spell Overload, but I think today I'm going to be going with Reactive Shield, and for our skill we're going to be going with Arcane Shield, and we're just going to be quite a lot tankier. I like having a lot of survivability. We also are going to be playing as the Lycan today, so we have actually 105 health base because of the extra 4 Vigor you get. Again, in budget kits, these races that stop you from equipping gear, such as the Lizardman or the Lycan, are just very, very effective, right? So we are going to be going with those. We're going to be starting with 500 gold, and we're going to be seeing what we can get for that kind of money, and how well we can actually do with that. Now, if you want to go into the 125 and below gear score, you will have to take a blue magic staff, really, because otherwise a purple one is just actually too much gear score. They are very cheap. You can get good ones very cheap, but this is just a little bit too much gear score. So what we're going to be going with is probably something like this. This is 65 gold. This is actually very good. But because this is an off-meta piece, you can actually find very good ones very cheap. So this is 120 gold for a crazy good magic staff. I think we actually will probably go with that instead. Or we could possibly instead take magical power. However, this is usually more expensive. Yeah, for some reason, I don't know. Magic power is a lot more expensive than magical damage bonus, when magical damage bonus is quite often just better. Unless there's a... I suppose it depends on how much you have, because if you have less, magical power is better. But we're going to go ahead and buy this for 120 gold. That's quite a lot of our money spent, but this is a very good item. With this out, we're going to have 111 health already, and we're completely naked at the moment. And also magic damage bonus as well, of course. Very nice. Oh, I did actually forget the spells. So for our spells, I think what we'll probably be going with is a pretty standard build for Wizard, except we will be dropping haste for Ignite. This is, of course, just to try and stick with the BattleMage thing. It's very similar to Bonk, but the idea is we can play at range. We still have some range spells. Magic Missile I've been appreciating a lot more recently for its range. It's actually pretty good. The homing is actually kind of oppressive at range, which is like really weird, but there. You could also possibly swap out Zap for Ice Bolt. However, I think it's probably better to use Invisibility to try and close the distance, and to just try and play at that kind of mid to close range. Make sure you're buffed up with Ignite if they do try and gap close, and otherwise just pepper them down with your 3 actual damaging spells. So, we've still got 380 gold left. Let's see what else we can get. This is a pretty decent Frock. Now, why are we using a Frock? It's an off-meta piece, so we're able to get a pretty decent piece for cheap. 92 gold for this is going to be pretty good. And obviously, the dexterity does actually help us with the amount of damage we're actually going to be doing in melee because of the action speed increase. Now, granted, our action speed doesn't increase too much, but, you know, every little helps. And we're just going to be filling out the rest of the gear that we can't buy with Squire gear. Now, getting some flat damage on our jewelry would probably be pretty nice. I'm not sure how much we're going to be able to afford. We're definitely not going to be able to afford a cloak or anything. But let's go ahead and check out the cheapest rings with true magical damage. Now, we are able to get a very cheap Phoenix Choker. It is only 1 because it's unfortunately uncommon. It would have been nice to be able to get a rare one, but we just aren't really able to afford them. The price jump is actually very crazy. So aside from that, I think what we're going to really do is we need to buy boots with this money, and also probably a few rings would be the best for us. So I think that's what we're going to look for. Okay, so there is a bit of a snipe here. This turn shoe is very good and actually very cheap, so we are going to pick up those. We are going for a little bit of dexterity now, mainly because it's very cheap to get it on wizard pieces. Kind of, not that this is necessarily a wizard piece at all, to be honest, but Gives us quite a bit of movement speed and also a little bit more health. Very cheap for how good it is. We will be picking that up. Now, we will pick up these leather gloves for 90 gold with 2 vigor as well. The only thing is here, we are going to have to be very careful on our gear score. This is the problem with bringing in a two-handed weapon of decent rarity, and of course, a lot of our pieces are actually blue. Your gear score very quickly, you know, gets a bit too high. So very possibly we're just going to have to buy... I don't even know if we can buy... No, even green legs are actually too expensive for us right now. So in terms of gear score, that is. So what we're probably going to have to do is just quickly equip the Squire gear that we have. Let's go ahead and equip that. And now at this point, all we can probably afford is we just buy 1 green ring with true magical damage. We have 99 gold left, so let's go ahead and buy 1 with... Also, let's go for some strength. That leaves us with 9 gold left over. Okay, we're actually going to be over the gear score value for this, which kind of sucks. So unfortunately, we're going to have to downgrade our turn shoes, I think. So we spent 60 gold on those, so we have 69 gold left. So let's try and get some better boots with no... Or for less than 60 gold. 69 gold. Yeah, so 56 gold. So we'll pretend we didn't buy those other ones and we bought these ones instead. Alright, I'll see you guys in Goblin Caves. Let's see what we can do. Okay, hey there guys, welcome. So, I'm not too sure about magic missiles, to be completely honest, because the actual... Also, our cast speed is going to be quite low, but there are sacrifices you have to make, of course. In a budget kit, obviously, as always, you have to sacrifice some things. Now, the nice part about having 10 ignites is you can just send ignites, and it doesn't really matter. So, like, if we ever think there's a possibility that there's a rogue in the building, we can just send it and go, right?
This first fight with this bard had me feeling like this build wasn't very good, but I think this was just a bit of skill issue. I hadn't played Dark and Darker in a little while, and I especially hadn't played Wizard. The build is very solid. It's not that good at chasing people who are just only focused on running away, especially in areas where they have lots of cover. When he was crouching under there, I definitely should have just sent a magic missiles at him and probably could have just killed him, but either way, not that big of a deal. The build is very good. This is probably the worst demonstration of it.
Oh my god, this is kind of annoying. There we go, finally. Alright. Could not catch that guy at all. Yeah, predictable on the movement. I knew he was going to go there. As soon as you listen, and it's a rogue, so you know he's going to stealth, right? It's very predictable what that guy did. That guy probably thinks I'm cheating, when in reality I hear his footsteps move to the right side of the door. I know it's a rogue, and he doesn't open up on me. It's like, where else could he really be? But from his point of view, I probably opened the door and just immediately headshot him, so it probably does seem a bit more sus. But if you actually think about it, it's like, there's nowhere else he really could have been. Right, perfect. Magic missiles at his feet. Let's see what this guy's got on him as well. Anything of any value? Rings. That one might be okay. Those might go for a little bit. Just looking for high tier treasures. I should probably keep those boots. Right, we need to get out of here like real soon. Alright, well, we killed enough people. Time to get the hell out of here. But, like, we're actually pretty fast, so I think this is actually a pretty good build. So, at least in low gear score. I'm not sure about in the high gear score. When, like, ranges and stuff are especially dangerous, it's probably not a very good build then, possibly. But those are the kind of... I actually took Magic Missile, not so much for a close range option, but actually because the homing is actually pretty good on the long range at this point. Alright, we need to... Let's just go take the other static. It's too many mobs. Okay, so we almost made profit just from the collector alone. And we also got some pretty good pieces, which we'll probably sell for a little bit. Let's go and check the market. Alright, those are pretty good legs. 132 health wizard. That Goblin Mage homing was crazy. Okay. Well, luckily he couldn't transform there, but either way, god damn. Alright, at least this guy's got loads of meds for us. Let's check his gear as well. Couple light pants, pretty good. Guess I'll just grab all this stuff. Some of these pieces are pretty good, some aren't so good. Either way, we're gonna campfire while we can. I didn't even get in a position to magic missiles the bear there. If you ever get into a point where you can magic missiles bears, my god, they just die. Especially because we've got so much magic damage from our staff. Like, it really will help a lot. I'm gonna wait until I've got at least 3 fireballs left. I feel like 2 is probably not gonna be enough. Going on here? I don't know what's going on there. It's got a Fiesta over there. Alright. Okay, pretty close there. We need to campfire. Instant cast wizard there. Tried going for the melee. Probably should have just continued casting spells at him, to be honest, to be completely safe, but Either way, we got him. As soon as I see the instant cast, I should probably start trying to dodge when when I know he's gonna turn, because his only chance of winning is to just turn and instantly hit me with like a headshot fireball, right? And hope that the knockback is somehow enough, but yeah, fortunately here it just wasn't enough. I didn't think it would be, to be honest, which is why I wasn't really that worried. God, I can't jump over this. Oh, are you kidding? Right, whatever. Well, let's loot this guy. Let's go loot the other fighter, and then let's get out of here. Oh my god, why is there such good loot in here now? I don't think that's going to be worth too much. Let's drop that. Those are going to be crazy. I think this stuff is going to be worth more than anything else we've got here. Oh my god, there's another body here as well. This guy's probably already looted, but let's have a quick check. Then we'll go check the fighter that died, and then probably just leave. Okay, yeah, that guy's got like nothing on him. Looks like someone already looted this guy, and the fact that there's items dropped on the floor here, but... yeah, nothing too good. Let's just make our way out of here now. Damn, we've made some pretty crazy money from this kit already. But this kit is feeling crazy strong, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I have an option for every range. Whether that's gap closing with invis at long ranges, magic missiling at medium range, zap at medium range mid-fight, fireballing doors, obviously the ignite staff, if we ever do get too close. But we're up an insane amount of gold right now. I don't know. We invested 500 and some of the items we've gotten are like almost 500 just on their own. I think this is probably this might be the strongest budget build for Wizard. Like, I don't know what could even really come close. I suppose this could just be a lucky run, but it just feels like I have an option for everything. I'm so tanky, just like, for a Wizard anyway, like baseline. So, of course, we have 123 health base. Low PDR, to be fair. But let's have a look. 123 health base, plus an additional 15 from reactive shield, and 15 with a magic scaling on the arcane shield. So we're at like 153 health pool, as long as we use them correctly. Which is, just make sure you use reactive shield before your... sorry, make sure you use your arcane shield before your reactive shield procs. And then you can guarantee get like full effectiveness out of both of them. I think the strongest builds in solo are ones that have just lots of options, which is exactly what this build has. Long range, granted the long range is relatively weak, but long range, really good mid range, really good close range. As long as your spacing is a little bit, you know, as long as you've got some knowledge spacing, I think you'll be fine playing this build. I'm glad we focused on so much survivability as well, because I think it really allows us to just escape with things that a usual wizard wouldn't be able to. And your PvE clear is great as well, which is just like a nice little bonus. Oh, we got ourselves a barbarian. This will be the real test, I suppose. Never mind, that will not be a real test. I suppose that's another small bonus, is you can catch people off guard. Like, people aren't going to expect a wizard to want to be up in their face, right? But we're not a normal wizard. We can just stand there and toe-to-toe and very possibly beat you. Not exactly the test I was hoping for, to be honest, but... almost got the drop on us there. He's gonna go heal. We're not really able to heal up as well as he is. But that's what you get. Yeah, predictable. Knew it. Can't do that. Easy enough. Remember, that's always an option you have, like, against druids. If you think they're going to do that, just hit them. Forehead. I know, but... like, if I continue running there, yeah, he's gonna gain on me, but... who cares? I can just one-tap him. I suppose it is a bit of a difficult hit, but not impossible, evidently. Unfortunately, his gear is not that amazing, to be honest, so we didn't really make too much off of him. Honestly, the cobalt ore might be... oh my god, I've picked up too many meds. Jesus, I didn't realize we have so many meds. Unfortunately, most of this gear is seemingly... maybe luck gear souls? Luck... yeah, well, luck gear souls, well, I'm not really sure. Maybe we should take these just in case. I don't think they're really going to be worth too much, but... we don't really have anything else of any value, so... that guy had even already killed 2 people as well. I should have grabbed this. Better map knowledge there, I grabbed the health shrine, and then before he gets to me even, that would have been really good. But, oh well. Unfortunately, I did just die, but I had to take a break between the last game and the previous games that I just recorded. It was just a skill issue, it's not really anything worth demonstrating. This build is one of the strongest I've made recently, or one of the strongest solo wizard builds I've played. Would definitely recommend trying this out, especially if you know your spacing a little bit. I made quite a lot of gold. If you look at my gold total, it didn't go down up as much as you'd expect, because first of all, I bought an extra stash tab. We still have a bunch of things to sell. Some of these will be worth a bit, some of these won't be worth much at all. And we also still have a fair few assets on the marketplace, which still need to sell. These take a little bit to sell some of these, but because they are high, you know, value pieces. But yeah, should be looking at around roughly another 1,000 gold to come in, probably a bit more actually with some of these rings. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed watching, thank you very much. I'd appreciate likes on the video. If you want to see more like this, I'd appreciate subscriptions as well. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.